we have orders. Yeah. Better to have work than no work.
Very often CNC machines crash. And what happens is when they crash, the bit will go plow through the jig. We turn the table into a big capacitor, so if the bit hits the jig, it shorts out the cap and the machine turns off, so that we don't plow through our jigs. We're going to talk about innovation, and we're going to talk about non-trade secret innovation, okay? But the first thing that you said is an innovation for us. We're in Maryland. In order to build good guitars, you have to have, in my opinion, a humidity control factor. If it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity outside, you got to get it down to 72 and get the water out, right? The way that's done is you bring it down to about 40 degrees, the dew drops, the water falls out, and you bring it back up. You're actually heating the air. That's kind of bizarre, right? In the wintertime, with 0 degrees and 0% relative humidity, it's a really dry, deeply bitter day, you got to heat it up and blow water in the air, right? So what you're feeling right here is 72 degrees, 50% relative humidity on a nasty summer day in Maryland. Worst state in the union to make guitars in. Arizona's dry, Michigan has 50% relative humidity, 72-degree days in the fall and the spring. Maryland, it happens a couple of days in the spring and the fall, and that's it. Yeah. But this is our world, and this is where we want to be, so we decided to do that here. So that would be an innovation. I want you to imagine doing that in a spray room where the air is just plowing out of the building with these huge fans. That means you've got to, as it's plowing into the room, you've got to do it at an alarming rate. You've got to get, imagine the size of the coolers that we need to get the water out. If it's 100 degrees, 100% humidity as well, there's $1 million in air conditioning equipment outside these spray rooms over here. That's an innovation. We had to build it. It didn't exist. We had to build it from scratch. Another innovation, interesting one, is that every machine you see here, and you back up just a little bit, there's another one. They're all the same machines. We bought it. Walk with me. Can you walk with me? There's one here. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. They're everywhere, okay? Why would we buy all the same machine when they're doing different jobs? The reason we did it is if one broke, we could go to another one. There aren't really companies that make guitar making equipment. So we have to make all our own machines. Fine, how are you? Good. Thanks for coming in. We're working on a Saturday, and here we have a backwater in the middle of an economic turndown, and we're all happy to have jobs. It used to be Saturday was like, oh God, Friday used to be Thursday, you know, just really. It's upsetting, but people are so happy to have jobs, turnovers down, and I just thank you, so we thank him, and he's happy to be here. He's got a job, right? Yeah. Interesting how things change, right? But I still feel very appreciative of people who come in on Saturdays. Our society is a 5-day work week society.
Unless you're a business owner.
No, then it's 7 days a week. Yeah. That's why you're here on a Saturday.
Well, I'm here.
And I tried to reschedule this for tomorrow because the Bay Bridge was backed up. She said no, she had another piece of work that she had to do on Sunday. So, to all the viewers out there, she's working really hard to bring everything she can to your attention. The innovation really does have a huge amount to do with the success of the company. And for us, it was the only way that we got through the economic downturn. We came out with a new special limited something every month.
What makes you come in on a Saturday to work on this?
I mean, I love it, and so that's, but yeah, and there were guitars to do, so right. I came on in.
Why do you like working here?
First and foremost, I'm a musician, and so just any way to be involved in making music, and it's real tough to make it in the music business, and so I decided to go with my carpentry skills and music, put those two together, and come up with building guitars.
Nice. Now, I would imagine that you play a PRS.
Yeah, yes.
What's your favorite one?
I have a custom 22 that I got about 3 years before I came to work here.
Yeah.
And so that's the neck's extremely comfortable. The color's gorgeous, and so it's
That's a lot of fun.
yeah.
Now, if you were to see something happening on the line here that you felt needed to be said, or you had an idea for a way that it could be done better, or if Paul had an idea and you just thought he was flat out wrong, who would you tell?
I mean, I have a really good relationship with my manager, and so I mean, I can discuss things with him. Yeah, I mean either that or like run it by a few coworkers, because sometimes they may have tried it before and it didn't work out. And
Good point.
But yeah, it's try to keep communication open, and then we're usually able to work through pretty much everything.
Now, how long have you worked here?
4.5 years.
Having the color here and putting a sunburst around the edge, he fades it slowly from one color to the other direction. And we weren't sure how it was going to go. We're selling them like crazy.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
It's a pretty involved technique, and so I mean that's
You're not going to get a machine to do that.
no.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of handwork that goes into that.
This is a custom 24 tremolo guitar. This is it's interesting. What you pointed to is kind of the staple of our business. Right? So these were 24. This 24 fret guitar with a fairly thin neck, so it plays easy. It has a whole bunch of sounds that you can get from these switches. We put a knife edge on all these screws by putting a little indent in the screw so that the bridge stayed in the same place and it returned to the same spot. There are some screws that go down through the shaft of the tuning peg to lock the spring in place. We have got special nut materials. There's a truss rod in this neck that has a 40 threads per inch little nut hidden inside the neck on both sides. If you rotate the whole rod one way, the nuts go apart. If you rotate the rod the other way, the nuts go together, and it's a kind of a incremental, substantial improvement in the way a truss rod works, and we believe it's the best truss rod for us, and we're kind of glad we don't see other people copying it exactly. Detail is a big deal.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here 8 years. I've been doing this probably 2 months. I started in the wood shop and body sanding, NBA sanding, and then just came out here a couple months ago.
Now, what keeps you here for so long? That's a really long time to be with one company.
Just love music, and when I moved back from Florida, I heard about this company, and it was a place that an opportunity I thought I might like, and just once I came in here, just the people and the creativeness of everybody in here, and the attention to detail, just the product that we put out is like, it's the top of the line, as far as guitars. So I'm just really proud to be a part of working on something that is that high of a standard in the industry.
Right.
So that's what's kept me here.
I know this sounds silly, but that's an innovation, that inlay. It's a Celtic knot with a cross through it. It's beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
So, our industry is slow. Everybody yawned when we came out with that inlay. Now it's like the thing. We're busy.
Busy is good.
Busy is good. You want something done, ask somebody too busy to do.
That's right.
That's right. You want something done, ask him, not you.